it's Fran, and I've been wanting to make this video for a little while because selenite is one of my favorite types of crystals. So selenite is the crystal habit variety of the mineral gypsum, and so that is a calcium sulfate dihydrate. So it's got water in its chemical structure, which is really cool. And then as far as selenite goes, there's a lot of gorgeous varieties. It's not necessarily rare. However, the gem varieties of it and just like these really exquisite specimens are definitely excruciatingly rare. Like, it's hard to find water clear anything, but these guys certainly have it. So Mexico is very famous for the Cave of Giants. So that is a cave in Naica, Mexico that has like 40-foot almost selenite crystals, and that was discovered by two brothers in the year 2000. And so after that initial discovery, of course, it became a big mining production. They pumped out the water and they're able to like retrieve a lot of stuff and do some research. But of course, the temperatures in the mine would very easily exceed like the tolerable levels for a human very quickly. And then, so it was difficult to explore nonetheless. And then in 2015, there was a lot of flooding. The whole mine basically shut down. There were attempts to pump out that water, but that got to be excruciatingly expensive and just not worth it. Around 500 of the miners were laid off, and it looked like there would be no production again. In 2017, though, in the area, more veins were discovered, so there are like new opportunities for production. And in the following years, of course, those veins have been like poked around a little bit, and there is stuff coming out. So here's an example of a selenite crystal from Naica, and this is one of the older ones, and I'm very excited about it. Look how pretty it is! I'll show you this closer at the end of the video a little bit. So what's interesting, so that's up in Naica, Mexico, so in Chihuahua. And then in 2009, kind of off the books, like away, in Durango, Mexico, they were drilling for water. Did not find water in this particular place, but they found some selenite crystals. So these crystals were brought to the attention of like miners in the area. Nothing really became of it at that time, but then now one of the forefront mining companies in Mexico have taken over, and that is theirs, that is their production, and they're pulling out some amazing specimens. So there are a few different locales across the world with some beautiful selenite, but I really truly don't think anything can hold a candle to Naica, except for these new ones from Durango. So not only are they gorgeous, water clear. So Naica was famous for having these water clear, really nice prismatic crystals. The ones coming out of Durango have those qualities, but they're also fluorescent. They have an hourglass phantom that fluoresces and also phosphoresces. So that's really cool, really interesting. There's still testing being done on these pieces because they are so new. There's not even an official name for them yet, even though some people are throwing around Durango selenite, which makes sense, you know, naming it after the location, or even garden selenite, which I think is quite lovely because it really does resemble lodolite or garden quartz, where you can see all these different inclusions through that water clear crystal, and it looks like a little world trapped inside. So cool stuff. Awesome new things coming out of Mexico, and I'm really excited to be a part of it. And it's a wonderful time to be alive, that you can like see these incredible crystals coming out. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned to see a couple of those crystals closer. So here is a slightly closer view of these selenites. Here's my big vintage Naica piece. Gorgeous. Here's my more recent acquisition. Absolutely stunning, and you can see here, look at this matrix and compare to the matrix on these new fine selenites. Just so stunning.